$10 billion in deficits, and it's getting worse. This week, California Governor Gavin Newsom has to admit what we've been telling you all along. The state faces a massive fiscal crisis. When he presents his budget this week, they're going to blame Donald Trump, but we've got the truth. Coming up, why California's fiscal crisis is bad and it's about to get a lot worse, and how we believe we can fix it without tax increases or draconian service cuts. The fiscal calamity returns to California, and you're going to know all about it coming up. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state representative. I'll tell you, this is a crisis that's been coming for years in the making. Governor Gavin Newsom this week will have to update his budget and admit what we've been telling you for the past several months. The state is heading over a fiscal cliff. And it was all the result of mismanagement by California Democrats, the Democrat supermajority. They control the entire state government. This is all on them. Gavin Newsom has been completely reckless, inept, and negligent in how he's handled state finances since the day he walked into office in 2018. So here's what we know. In January, he came out saying the state budget is essentially balanced. Now, I was put on the budget committee. I only was able to go to 2 meetings because they took me off the budget committee because I started doing something called Doge California and shining a light on the state budget, exposing what was really going on, as well as the waste, fraud, abuse, and corruption. And in my first meeting, I said, this budget is not balanced. We're looking at about $10 billion in deficit. And they're like, well, where did you get that number? I'm like, $10 billion, by the way, using your math, and I don't even think your math is right. I think your math is Enron-style accounting. With all the accounting gimmicks, even if I give you the way that you're scoring this, I come up with a $10 billion deficit. And we dragged that fact out in the hearing. We also exposed the $10 billion going to illegal immigrants for free healthcare through the Medi-Cal program. In the next hearing, we exposed tens of millions of dollars in money laundering, where Democrat politicians are using your taxpayer money to fund their left-wing groups. So all of that was established way back in January, but the media ignored the warnings. Now Newsom is coming out and admitting, yep, they were right. I lied. We have a $10 billion deficit. Oh, and by the way, it's going to get worse. Now, the reason why they wanted to claim a balanced budget in January, so that they then could come out and say that we have a $10 billion budget in May, you know why, right? Because what happened January 21st? Donald Trump was sworn in. Now they've got a scapegoat. They can say, oh, no, it wasn't us. It was all his fault. And we've seen this chorus emerge in the past couple weeks. At the hearing on revenue and taxation just last week, we had the chair of that committee, Mike Gibson, say we can't give out these tax credits, tax cuts. And we were proposing to give out tax credits to poor people, people who lost their homes in fires, all sorts of important tax credits to make California a more attractive state to live in and to keep jobs here. Gibson said it costs $20 billion, all these proposals, all in. We don't have that money. And you know why we don't have the money? The budget deficit's coming. And it's all Trump's fault because of tariffs. Now, mind you, tariffs have not even begun to have an impact in California. Not a single product is higher. You know, Trump talking about tariffs is all about negotiations right now. And he's, you know, as you see in the past, few days, he's announcing these amazing deals. And, the markets are responding in a positive manner. So saying, oh, it's higher cost of living and the budget's tight because of the tariffs, you're a liar, Gibson. This is gaslighting. The budget deficit was caused by you. And the media is playing this nonsense game as well. Here's this blame Trump. Millions out on the street virtually overnight. How Trump's budget proposal could affect California. So in other words, if you see homeless camps, it's Trump's fault. Bitch, please. Cal Matters knows that we've spent $24 billion, record amounts of money, on dealing with homelessness under Gavin Newsom. All that money has been wasted. We can't even audit or track where some of that money has been. A lot of that money can't be audited or traced down. It's not for lack of money, because these guys are spending money on homelessness like drunken sailors. No. We have 12% of the nation's population in California. We have 55% of the nation's unhoused homeless population, because we are absolutely funding boondoggle developers, rich developers, rather than treatment programs and shelter beds. It's our approach to homelessness to blame, not Trump. Oh, but they want you to think, these lying asshats at Cal Matters, it's all Trump's fault. If you see a homeless camp, just blame Donald Trump, not Gavin Newsom. Absolutely dishonest. Here's another one. Trump slump hits California as state expects first tourism decline in 5 years. They call it the Trump slump. Oh, aren't they clever? Alliteration. We have rhymes. Maybe you can do a haiku. Doesn't make it true. So tourism declining is all because of Donald Trump. Oh, no. It's not because we have a crime wave and people hear about bad things happening in California. No. It's not because we have massive spikes in cost of living, because we're giving hotel workers and the hospitality industry massive minimum wage increases, and we're applying all sorts of new regulations and taxes. Yes, hotel taxes have gone up massively. Sales taxes have gone up massively under Gavin Newsom and the Democrats. It's the easiest thing that they hit. Oh, you're not paying for it. Tourists are. Yeah, that's right. It's a free lunch. Tourists, raise that tourist tax. It's a free ride. Oh, but then tourism starts dropping off. I wonder. Plus, I've talked to people in the tourism industry. A lot of it's meeting planning that's way down. And the fact is since COVID, a lot of folks have just not gone back to the conference business. They are not doing in-person conferences. They're doing a lot of Zoom meetings and whatnot. Here are some facts about the budget. $10 billion. Uniquely the fault of California Democrats and Gavin Newsom. We are spending $45 billion on labor costs in the budget this year, more than almost any other item in the budget. We have 255,000 government employees. You divide $45 billion in labor costs by 255,000 state government employees. We're spending $177,000 per state government employee. That's the average cost. So you know damn well there's a whole lot of big salaries, bloated bureaucracies. Under Gavin Newsom, those numbers have risen steadily. It's up 42% in labor costs since 2019 when he took office. So the state government is spending 42% more on labor costs than the first day he stepped into the governor's office. Oh, we've also increased the bureaucracy by 20%. 1 out of 5 government employees, state government employees, are new, brand new. It's a brand new position, not a new worker. It's a brand new position. It's a larger bureaucracy, a 20% increase in state government employees. You want to know where the $10 billion can be balanced? Oh, I don't know. Maybe right-sized government. Maybe we should Doge California. So the first thing that we need to blame the Democrats for is giving away the store to the government unions. Salary hikes, pension spikes, and bloated bureaucracies. That is the root cause of our state budget deficit. Are you feeling as though you're getting 20% better state government than you were in 2018? Well, there's 20% more staff. You should feel better about it. You should say, oh, wow, we have 20% more staff. I get 20% more services, right? No, you're probably getting 50% less services. Do you feel that the 42% increase in salaries and pensions for state government employees has resulted in a more quality workforce? Don't even get me started. Then you've got specific line items in the budget that are wasteful. High-speed rail, billions and billions of dollars each year, tens of billions of dollars. They promised us an $8 billion train completed by 2020 that would go between LA and San Francisco. Now it's a $130 billion train completed by 2045. Oh, and only between Bakersfield and Sacramento, Central Valley. Again, these people are liars, cheats, and thieves. It's a boondoggle. $10 billion for free healthcare for illegal immigrants, and that's just the healthcare giveaway. What about the free housing, free welfare, free legal aid? Every measurement of the state budget, like every angle that you look at, the state of California budget is bloated, and we need to do a full-on Doge California on the whole damn thing. At Reform California, we are gearing up for this budget cycle. We are ready for this budget cycle. We are excited about this budget cycle because this is a crisis. And in a crisis, that's when you can start exposing what's actually going on in state government and make a case to voters that we need a change. If you don't like what's going on, if you don't like these policies, if you don't like higher taxes, fewer services, then vote for different people to be in charge. So we've got a number of projects at our website, reformcalifornia.org, that are helping us get through this budget crisis. First and foremost is our Doge California program. I want you to check out our campaign on Doge California. Also, check out our news stories. As we add new news stories each week, we will continue to update you on the waste, fraud, and abuse that we're finding. We also have our Balanced Budget Accountability Act. This would immediately balance our budget by creating a permanent Doge California program. We would slash labor costs. We would open all the government services up for performance audits and competitive bidding. Every year, we would do at least 10% competitive bids on every government function. Every contract would be competitive bid out. But I'm talking about taking every single element of government and saying, what if we just outsource this? Like, what sort of bid, what sort of efficiencies could we get if we had someone else do this work? That's how you take a scalpel, a strategic, laser-like focus to balancing the state budget. So you're going to hear this week that we face a fiscal crisis, but don't blame Gavin Newsom or California Democrats. No, blame Orange Man bad. And the media will absolutely begin this chorus. The state politicians, the Democrat politicians will be beating this drum, but it's not true. This is their budget. These are their wasteful line items. This is their mismanagement. This is their giveaway of the store at your expense. I have no doubt we can balance this budget and present a budget to you that doesn't have a tax increase in it, that actually has tax credits to lower the cost of living, while also providing better services on the core services that government ought to be doing by getting rid of all the stuff that we shouldn't be involved in the first place. Like, why are we spending tens or hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer money to fund left-wing organizations for ballot harvesting and politics? That's illegal. It's money laundering. Let's cut that. Let's trim the workforce, downsize, right size. Let's get rid of all the bloated salaries and pension hikes and salary spikes and overtime. We brought you the story a few weeks ago about this dentist who's getting a $1.4 million one-time payout for unused vacation time because we don't cap vacation for these government employees like any normal business does, any other employer in the market. We're going to expose every single one of these wasteful spending items, but we're going to need your help. So go to that website, reformcalifornia.org, chip in a contribution, sign up so that when we do send out the news and information that we are uncovering in the budget, that you can share it with your friends. Until next time, I'm California Representative Carl DeMaio and Chairman of Reform California. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly.